Hello everyone. In today's lecture we are going to start the second unit of water resource engineering, that is crop water requirement and reservoir planning. First, let us discuss about water requirement. As we know that every crop requires a certain quantity of water after a certain fixed interval throughout its period of growth, and if natural rain is sufficient and timely to satisfy both these requirements, then in that case no irrigation water is required for raising that crop. But in our country the natural rainfall is either insufficient or the water does not fall regularly as per required by the crops. So in that case certain crops may require irrigation in certain part of country, and some other part it may happen that the crop may not require irrigation. The area where irrigation is must for agriculture, that area is called the arid region, and while the area in which the inferior crops can be grown without irrigation is called a semi arid region. Here the term water requirement of a crop means the total quantity and the way in which a crop require water from the time it is sown to the time it is harvested. Now here it is given that different crops grow in different seasons, and each crop require the different quantity of water, and water is required from the time it is sown till its maturity. Water requirement may vary with different crops at different places of the country, as we have discussed earlier, which depends upon climate, type of soil, method of cultivation and rainfall. Now here are some seasons given and their period, base period, weather and common crops is grown in a particular season. So base period, what is the meaning of base period here? The base period is the time between the first watering of a crop at the time of its sowing to its last watering before harvesting is called the base period or the base of the crop. So first we will see the first type of season is Kharif season. The period is from 15 June to 14th October and its base period is 123 days, and weather is warm and humid. The common crops which are grown over here is rice, jowar, cotton, tur, groundnut, udit, etc. Second type of season is Rabi season. The period is between 15th October to 14th Feb, and here the base period of Rabi season is 122 days and weather is cool and dry. Here the common crops which are grown are wheat, gram, linseed, etc. Third is the hot weather. The period is between 15th Feb to 14th June and the base period is 120 days. Here the weather is hot and dry. Only irrigated crops like rice, vegetables, etc. are grown. Here is 8 monthly season. In this the period is between 15 June to 14th Feb and the base period is 245 days, and tobacco, cotton, tur, groundnut, etc. are the common crops. Now annual season is between 15 June to 14 June next year and base period is 365 days. The common crops grown are sugar, orchid and etc. Now let us see some important definition. So first we will see about crop period. So what is crop period? Crop period is that period which is in the number of days that crop takes from the instant of its sowing to that of its harvest. Next is base period. We have discussed about base period. It is the period of days from first watering before sowing to the last watering before harvesting. So base period is different for different crops. Next is duty. So duty is measured in hectare per cubic and it is denoted by letter D. So duty is the area in hectares which is irrigated by 1 cubic per meter per second of water which is flowing continuously for the base period for a particular crops. Next we will see about delta. So this total quantity of water which is required by the crop for its full growth, that is for its maturity, may be expressed in hectare meter or in million cubic meter or simply as depth to which water would stand on its irrigated area. If the total quantity supplied were to stand above the surface without percolation or we can say evaporation, hence the total depth of water is measured in centimeter which is required by a crop to come up to its maturity, and this is known as delta. And next is average duty. So average duty is the flow duty. So it is calculated at the head, that is at the beginning of distributors, a type of canal or main canal for small projects. So average duty is always less than the actual duty as it takes all types of losses in account. Next is gross duty, or we can say it as tank duty. Gross duty is the area under different crops irrigated by 1 million cubic meters of stored in the tank in 1 year. So whatever water is stored in the tank in 1 year, so the crops are irrigated by 1 million cubic meters which is stored in the tank in 1 year. Next is crop rotation. So in crop rotation it has been observed that same crops is sown again and again. So what happened due to sowing this same crop again and again? The yield of the land is decreased, or we can say it is reduced. So this is mainly due to the reason that the crop require a particular nutrient. So if we sow the same type of crop, then all the soil will give the nutrients to the crops, and due to that the soil is deficient in this case after that crop, and hence to maintain the fertility of soil there is a change in the crop after every season on a particular land to maintain the fertility of soil, and this is called as the crop rotation, or we can say it as a rotation of crop. So what is the main advantage of crop rotation? That is, it helps in proper use of land resources and it also increases the fertility of soil. So usual crop rotation followed is jawar, gram, fallow. Next is wheat, jawar, gram, cotton, jawar, groundnut, cotton, wheat, gram, or rice and gram. Next is seasonal duty. So seasonal duty is also called as the flow duty, and in direct irrigation duty is always expressed in hectares per cubic, and it is then called as the flow duty or duty. So seasonal duty is the average duty of all crops usually sown during the crop season. In this type of duty, all the transit losses are taken into consideration and are mainly used for water planning. Next is about core water. So what is core water? Core water is the first water which is applied to the crop after sowing the crop. So after sowing the crop, the first water we applied is the core water, and it is applied for the fixed limited period, and that period is known as the core period, and the water which is applied, the depth of that water is known as the core depth. Next is about crop ratio. So crop ratio is also known as Kharif Rabi ratio. The area to be irrigated for Rabi crop is generally more than that for the Kharif crop, and this ratio, it is given that this ratio of proposed area to be irrigated in Kharif season to that in the Rabi season. So this proposed area under the crop of two main season, that is Kharif and Rabi, is called as the crop ratio, and the ratio is 1:2 generally. between Kharif and Rabi season. So that is Kharif area is half of Rabi area. And next is paleo irrigation. Sometimes it is observed that in the initial stages before sowing of the crop, the land is very dry, and in that case the soil is moistened with water to help in sowing, and this is known as the paleo irrigation. Next is cash crop. The crops which are not consumed directly, they have to be encashed in the market for processing, and then only we can consume that crop. For example, tea, cotton, tobacco, sugarcane, etc. So such types of crops are known as the cash crops. Next is intensity of irrigation. So intensity of irrigation is nothing but it is the ratio of area irrigated per season to the total irrigable areas. So that is the intensity of irrigation. Next is time factor. Time factor is the ratio of number of days canals has actually run to the number of days of irrigation period. Next is the capacity factor. Capacity factor, it is the ratio of mean supply discharge. So whatever is the mean supply discharge to the full capacity discharge is known as the capacity factor. Now what is command area? Command area is the area which is on the downstream side of the project to which the water can reach by gravity, and there are three types of command area, that is gross command area which is given by GCA, and then culturable command area CCA, and irrigable command area, that is ICA. So in next lecture we will see about all these three types of command area in detail. Thank you.